It's and you know.
Don't say who. Don't say who. Right. Yeah. So I've had this machine jam for probably about three or 4 days now. So probably about 10 hours on it. I'm more familiar with actual keyboards and things like that. So I have used push and I have used machine. Sometimes I find it a bit alien just using buttons to press notes and stuff. But having said all that, what I really like about this equipment is it just makes you work in a different way. Instead of looking at a screen, which you can do obviously, I've just got it in standalone mode, so I'm not in Logic or Ableton. But you're actually making music as you go along and you're listening to it rather than just like, I don't know if any of you produce, but it's like sometimes you can get in that copy paste and blah blah blah. If you can't see, come forward.
Yeah, come round everybody.
Hey, not too far. No, seriously, if you can't see, just come in, like, yeah. So, right.
What are we doing?
I have a list to get through, and I will try and conjure up something really quick. But like Gilly's been showing you, the guys on the Native Instruments have been showing you. So, what I've got here is I've got the software lined up. Obviously, you can browse from the button here. You can go through all your sounds. I do that, but I like to just like drag and drop. So I just find that easy for me for my workflow. So I've got like an 808 kit, piano, bass, box, or whatever, and I'll just show you how quick it is to sort of knock something together. So, several ways of recording. If I go into step mode, and I can enter how long I want the pattern to be here by just pressing shift and pattern length. So I'll start off with 1 bar, and if I just hit play, and I go into pad mode and step, and you can see it going across here. And what that is, that's the 1 bar just going across. So if I put like kick there, well actually it's not kick, let me just choose the right. There you go. Right, so that's a kick. So you can actually step stuff in. You can step in more than one thing at once. So that's just like one sound. If I press, I think it's step and 4, you can see there's like 4 sounds going. So now I can step in the snare as well. So the second. So then you can do, and then you can like go down, and it'll do the next 4 and the next 4. I'm just randomly putting stuff in here. So it sounds like somebody falling down the stairs, but yeah, there you go. So then if I want to clear that, I can just press clear. Let's go back to song mode, clear, and just get rid of all them scenes there. And the other way of recording is if I just press record and then go to pad mode and just basically just undo that because I caught one up, but so yeah, you just it is what it is. It's jam. That is the optimum word, really. And then you've got things like note repeats. If I hold that down, so I'll take it out of record. Every individual sound you can put a swing on. So if I hit swing, you can hear that shaker just basically being swung a lot more, and I found that really good. Usually when I do my drums, I'll be honest, if I've got Maschine, and I usually put the swing on the whole master, but doing it this way, I think you can do the same on Maschine to be honest, but doing individual swings on individual sounds, it just, I don't know, it just gives a real sort of American house, whatever you want to call it. It's a totally different vibe. So, obviously we've got the groups here, so we've got different sounds. If I go to, I've loaded a piano on FM8. So let's go to the sound here. See, there should be an FM8 on there. So with that, if I went to pad mode, I've just obviously got it on. It's just 1 note. So if I go to shift and then keyboard, and you can hear that I've put chords on it. And basically, as soon as you touch this little button here, say I'm on the piano sound, if I touch that little button, instantly this will come up and it'll disappear. If I don't do anything, it'll disappear. So it's basically telling me my root note is in C, so you can set your root note of any instrument or synthesizers to the same root note like C. You can have your scale, so I've got it like, if I can put it on major, I can take that off. So now it's just on single notes in the key of C. So these are your octaves as well. So the beauty is you can put it in chords. So if I do that, and then you've got different type of chords. And you can have chord sets as well. They all come preloaded with chord sets. So you could basically jam away. Right, the way it's overlapping there, and I keep doing this. What I should have done is actually set the pattern length. So if I go to pattern length, I'll do say 4 bars. So my drums is just a 1 bar pattern, and this pattern length will allow me to actually jam a little bit better. Just give it 1 more bar actually. So yeah, just hit record. Reset. And same again, you can then put a swing on that actual sound. I won't say it's the best tune I've ever made, but I'm just showing you basically how you can jam with it. So then you can just go to bass line. And same again. Trick, or I should have set the pattern length first, so dead easy, undo, set pattern length to 4 bars. Really in key, but I'm just kind of showing you the stuff really. Let me preload one that I was messing around with. Let's try that. Discard. Like I say, I've had this for quite a bit of time. So same thing, I've got the drums going, I've got a piano line in, I've programmed the bass line in, put some percussion in. I quite like the fact that, you know, if I go to pad mode on that, I've got some sort of, you know. So say if I had a sound like that, in pad mode it's just on 1 pad, but then if I choose that and then I go to keyboard mode, you can really do sort of old school sort of, like back in the day sampler, you used to have it like an S1000 and yeah, you'd have it along the keyboard and you'd do all that jazz. So that's pretty cool. And all these are scenes, so you can basically duplicate scenes. So if I just clear, I should be able to clear them 2 scenes. If I want to duplicate, as far as I was aware, if I go like that and then duplicate, I've got another scene there. So if I go from one scene to the other and say I mute, I don't know, let's mute some drums out. So now, I've muted that scene 2 out. And I can still play different clips in. So it's kind of Ableton-ish, push-ish, do you know what I mean? It's quite cool like that. And the sort of icing on the cake with it is you've got like a performance mode. So on every group, you press perform, and if you press shift and an effect comes on. So on the drums I've got filter. If I move over to the piano, I've got an echo, and you can just select, you know, whatever you want. So as you're going along, level control as well. So there's a stutter on the vocal. And like the guys were saying on there, if you do lock, whatever you lock that to, it'll instantly go back. You could do like 4 effects at once. So that's basically it really. In a nutshell, I've really condensed it really quick. What I have found in summarising it, I've kind of asked myself, what actually is it? And I think it is, the clue is in the title, it's a jamming thing. That's what I found. When I first got it, the first couple of tries on it, I was a bit like, yeah, it's alright. But the more I've got into it, the more I'm like, I don't really want to give it back, to be quite honest, Billy.
That's going with me.
When you use it in a DAW like Ableton or Logic, obviously the software allows you to drag and drop audio over as well. I think as a creative tool, I love these bits. You know what I mean? The fact that if I go over to say my piano and piano, I think is it piano roll? Can't remember. I'm trying to think here now. Gilly, what was the one where you could actually play them? Oh, it's notes. I've got it.
Yeah.
So notes. Yeah, like the guys were saying on that video. And if I touch that and then just go to chord.
Or you can, if you go to user, you can put your own chords in. That's what they are.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, I just learned that today actually. After you know, like this is my sort of 3rd day. So on the surface, I was thinking it was one thing, and then as I've gone along, it's just gone deeper and deeper. It just looks so simple. So I think it's a good buy. I do think it's a good buy. If you've got Maschine already, to me, it's a bit like pimping your machine up. It's almost like all the added extras you can't get to, it will allow you to do that alongside Maschine. And if you haven't got Maschine, you've got the Maschine software, and you know, you've just got like a proper jamming piece of kit. I think, like I said earlier, it gets you away from sitting there and just going copy, paste, block, paste. It's just really creative too. So, them's my thoughts.